You're listening to Clearview Today with Dr. Shah, a daily show that engages mind and heart for the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Ryan Hill.
I'm John Galantis.
You can find us online at clearviewtodayshow.com. Or if you have any questions for Dr. Shah or suggestions for new topics, send us a text to 252-582-5028. Or you can email us at contact@clearviewtodayshow.com.
That's right. You guys can help us keep the conversation moving forward by supporting the show. You can share it online with your friends and family. Leave us a good 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasting content from. Link in the description below. And we are here in the Clearview Today studio with Dr. Shah, who's a PhD in New Testament textual criticism, professor at Carolina University, author, full-time pastor, and the host of today's show. Dr. Shah, welcome.
It's good to be here.
Absolutely.
Good to be here.
It is, I hate to bring back this old Vine, but it is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes, and here I am without a Spider-Man costume.
Happy hump day, Dr. Shah.
You too. Now, what's with the without his...
It was a Vine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Vine.
It was a Vine years
Wednesday,
ago where this guy has like swim goggles on or something, and he goes in the... He's recording himself in the mirror. He goes, "It is Wednesday, my dudes," and he's in a really ill-fitting Spider-Man costume, and he goes, and then it just cuts off.
Why did this guy scream?
He wanted to be part of the joke.
Yeah. Oh, he wanted to be part of that.
It's that thing. I do it too, where it's like I have to let people know that I'm in on the joke. Like
I also am familiar with the source material.
I also know the Vine.
You're done now. Good grief! Loud as anything. Loud as anything.
Vine was one of those weird ones.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It was a very niche time in internet history.
I think that formed a lot of our Gen Z's sense of humor.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think they're old enough to really remember Vine, but subconsciously they
Vine
remember.
walked so that TikTok could run.
There you go. That's beautiful. I want to put that on a T-shirt.
I wish I could take credit for it, but I cannot.
Okay.
Oh, you found it somewhere?
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. Our verse of the day today is coming to us from Philippians chapter 1, verse 29. For to you it has been granted on behalf of Christ, not only to believe in him, but also to suffer for his sake.
Dr. Shah, I don't want to suffer.
I don't want to suffer either
in this life. But you know what's funny? It's I'm learning more and more, the more that we talk, the more we do the show, that it's not only okay to suffer, it's part of the life. You know what I'm saying? It's part of living the life.
Is. Yep.
And the Bible says like it's not only like, hey, just stand strong. It's actually good that you go through these things.
Yes.
You know, the
It's
suffering.
it's for your good.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I wish I could learn the big lessons, the maturity lessons, the Christ-likeness without having to suffer. Unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. You have to go through times of trials. And just when you think, oh, I know. How about this? This could be a great trial for me. God's like, no, that's not a real trial. The real trial is this.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, no, that hurts. Like, well, now that's what I need.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
That's right. Well, Dr. Shah, it is time for one of our favorite segments on this show. Did I do that? Welcome to Did I Do That? This is one of the segments where we share those embarrassing moments, those moments in life that make you cringe just thinking about them. You know, those embarrassing stories that just kind of keep you up at night.
Yep.
Look back on things and go, did I really do that?
Yeah.
With shock and chagrin.
Just with shock and chagrin for all the things that I did. I made a goof up on social media this week. I went on Instagram Live, and I was thinking about all of the, like, you know, now that Trump has been in office for a week, he's been doing a lot at the southern border.
A lot of good stuff.
And I've been, well, see, here's the thing. I went on Instagram and I wept. I wept because all of
wept?
I wept. I cried.
Like
openly.
tears of joy.
No, like I was thinking about all of my people who were being harmed by this horrible administration.
What your people?
Yes, like my people. Like so I did this in my mansion.
Are you
by the way.
sure? Are you sure this is you, or is this Selena Gomez? Did you get mixed up with Selena Gomez again?
I think I got confused. In my run sheet, it said that I did it, but I think Selena Gomez.
I'm pretty sure you confused yourself with Selena Gomez again.
Because I was gonna say I definitely remember Tom Homan going on Fox News and just really giving me the business.
Yeah, no, that was Selena Gomez.
But that might have been Selena Gomez.
That was Selena Gomez.
That was not you.
Yeah.
That was like he went to cry
got to.
about
What
his
is
people.
happening?
Like, what people are we talking about here?
It was the Greeks. They're
Like,
deporting
all
all
of
the
your
Greeks.
Greeks.
Oh, I thought it was like the
All our
Henderson Vance
ancestors.
County people.
No.
So everybody's talking about it. And
Yeah.
we had some people text in that was like, hey, are you gonna talk about Selena Gomez? And I talked to Dr. Shah about it this morning. I was like, I feel like we can't not Like, we can't
Yeah.
not address it.
Yeah.
It has to be. This is enough. This is enough. And I am an immigrant, so you can't even tell me that, oh, you don't understand. Don't tell me that, oh, you don't understand because you did not go through. No, we went through a lot.
Right.
But what we're talking about here are not just people who are illegals. We're talking about people who are bad people.
Who are legitimately criminals.
Yeah, our nation's statistics regarding murder and gang rape. I mean, all this has gone up astronomically. Okay, and so to say, oh, that's not a big deal. That's you're talking about just poor immigrants are being carted off and taken and thrown across the border. That's not what's happening here.
Right.
What's happening here are people who are gang members, people who have been shipped back and they came back. I mean, think about that for a moment. You were deported because of crimes, and you found a way to sneak back in over the past 4 years.
Yeah.
and you are being taken off and sent back home. I mean, sex crimes. Okay, all these things are against these people who are being taken back, and people are fussing about that. I'm like, come on.
I don't think people have clocked just how big a security threat we have been under over the past 4 years, especially with concern to the southern border. I mean, it's not just people trying to get over and make a better life for themselves and trying to make it for their families. No, these are terrorists that are coming over the border.
Good point.
Right.
These are people who are on like most wanted lists in other countries.
Right. Mental institutions. I mean, they are from prisons. And when President Trump says that or has said it before, some people were like, oh, "What is he talking about? That's not true." That is true.
It is true.
He is. When he is talking about that, he is talking with facts.
One of the most eye-opening things for me was when you and Nicole were working on the book 30 Days of Praying for America, and you have a chapter in there on immigration.
That's right.
And the statistics from the southern border, the number and the demographics of the people coming across the border, it's predominantly Chinese people.
Right.
It's not predominantly, Hispanic people coming over from Mexico. It's predominantly Chinese people and then Middle Eastern people who are coming over from the southern border.
Right.
That should be alarming.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you the numbers here. According to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, I know we talked about this before, but I think it's worth sharing again.
Of course. Yes, of course.
There were 246,432 encounters of Chinese nationals nationwide in March of 2024.
That's insane. That's terrifying.
With 189,372 of those encounters occurring at the southwest border alone. And that was a jump. Now, we're talking about just about a year ago. That's a jump of 28% in the past 3 years nationwide and 9% at the southwest border. And altogether, that is 9.2 million encounters of Chinese nationals nationwide and 7.6 million encounters at the southwest border. And out of these 1.8 millions are known gotaways or unlawful border crossers, which could be undercounted.
Yeah.
And as many as 6 individuals were stopped in just March of 2024. Today is January of 2025, correct? March of 2024 means less than a year ago, 10 months ago. As many as 6 individuals were stopped in just March of 2024 trying to cross the border whose names were on a terrorist watch list.
I think that's really important, and I think people listening to this, I think they're going to tune all of what I'm about to say out. They're going to act like I never said it. But I think it's really important to clarify that the conversation that the three of us, not America, but the three of us are having is relegated to criminals.
Yes.
Because everyone's going to say, do you really think that illegal immigration is the big hot button issue? Like, these people just want a better life. It's like, okay, objectively, crossing the border, looking for a better life illegally is still criminal activity. But we're not even talking about that.
Right.
No.
If you and I think you've said this on the show, if you're coming to America illegally, just in the hopes of finding a good life, hey, I wish you wouldn't, but whatever.
At least I understand your motive behind it. You go America, No, these are people. There's no go America here.
No, these are people who do not like our country. These are people who do not have our country's best interests at heart and are seeking to undermine it from the inside.
And even still, when you clarify, we are just talking about known, confirmed terrorists.
Right.
You still have billionaire celebrities in their mansions crying. And I thought it's like Selena Gomez, like, okay, she must be Hispanic. She was not born in Mexico.
No.
Her parents were not born in Mexico. She's third generation. And so I think we're going to talk about this more on tomorrow's show. We're going to take a break here in a second. I know we're about to run out of time before the break. But I think people are really getting fed up with this like social disconnect.
Yeah.
Right.
We have a video because Tom Homan, who's the border czar, which still I think is the coolest title.
Yeah.
That's
the border czar.
if you're going to have a title on a business card, that's a pretty cool
Can
one.
we take an ad break and then watch the video when we come back?
Sure.
All right,
Absolutely.
let's do it. Hey, Clearview Today family, thank you so much for tuning into the show. We're having a great time so far. Listen, if this show has been a source of encouragement and insight for you, we want to take a second and just ask you to consider supporting us financially. I know that might ruffle feathers a little bit, but think about it. You're listening to this show seemingly because you care about spreading the life-changing message of Jesus Christ to the world. Well, your giving allows us to continue sharing that message with other listeners just like you.
Your support is more than just encouragement to us. When you give, you're becoming our partner. You're joining with us to spread God's truth and love to a hurting world. And your gift is a reflection of your faith. And believe it or not, it's going to make an eternal impact in someone's life.
That's right, and giving to the show is insanely easy. All you do is visit our website, clearviewtodayshow.com, and you can click on that little button that says Give Today. We're so encouraged by everyone who's already giving to the show, and if today's your first time listening, we want to let you know that we appreciate your partnership, and we pray that God blesses you abundantly for your commitment to His work. All right, let's get back to the show.
Welcome back to Clearview Today with Dr. Abadan Shah, the daily show that engages mind and heart for the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can visit us online at clearviewtodayshow.com, or if you have any questions or suggestions for new topics, send us a text to 252-582-5028.
That's right. We're talking about immigration today, this immigration issue, very hot button issue. If you're just joining us for the first time, if you're just tuning in, or if you've never listened to the show before, Dr. Shah, I like what you said at the beginning. You are an immigrant yourself to this
Absolutely.
country. Did you ever find yourself committing acts of terrorism, fleeing to Mexico, and then sneaking in multiple times across the southern
no.
border? Never even once?
No,
For half a second, I was like,
I commend you for that, sir. So we were talking about, of course, this viral Selena Gomez clip that went absolutely insane, and she took it down. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
She took it down. I say kudos to her publicist, but I feel like someone might have got fired over that.
I am sure.
Our good personal friend Tom Homan, the border czar, went on Fox and addressed this, and I thought maybe we could kind of react to it.
Don't know if you've had a chance to see a video that has been going viral over the past hour or so. We're still working to clear it and show it. In fact, the Hollywood celebrity who posted it has now deleted it. I think because probably she faced a lot of backlash for it, noting even the New York Times and Fox News polls show that a majority of American respondents are in favor of deportations of criminals and gang members. She posted a video sobbing. She was crying in it. She said, "All my people are getting attacked," with the picture of a Mexican flag. Again, she has now taken that down. But what do you say to those who are out there saying that these are everyday people, these are families that are being attacked and dragged out of their homes? How do you respond to that?
I don't think we arrested any families. We've arrested public safety threats and national security threats, bottom line. And look, President Trump won the election on this one issue, securing our border and saving lives. What happened on our southern border last 4 years is the biggest national security threat this country's seen, at least in my lifetime, because we got over 2 million known gotaways. We got a 600% increase in sex trafficking. We got a record number of terrorists crossing the border on the terrorist watch list. We have 250,000 Americans die from fentanyl coming across the open border. We're going to do this job, and we're going to enforce the laws of this country. If they don't like it, then go to Congress and change the law. We're going to do this operational apology. We're going to make our community safer. We're going to save. Once we lock that border on continuous operation, you're going to see fentanyl deaths decrease, illegal alien crime decrease, sex trafficking decrease. It's just all for the good of this nation, and we're going to keep going. No apologies. We're moving forward.
Well, big man is standing on business, Dr. Shah.
Yeah, he went playing.
Big man is not playing.
No, I'm so glad somebody is finally closing this back door, right? And the back door is not where like the poor huddled masses are coming in, who just desperately want a new life and they love America. And these are criminals. Okay, and if you keep doubting that, and like this person, this Hollywood celebrity, I mean, maybe y'all want to talk about her.
Sure.
She grew up here. Her parents grew up here.
Yep.
This is all a show. This is all acting.
Yes. Well, she's an actor by trade. Is she a singer or is she an actor?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a performer.
Selena, well, of course. Selena Gomez was a little after my time. That was more like later Disney Channel, right?
Yeah, she's both. She's both a singer and an actress.
Got you.
But I mean, you can always trust an actress to be an actress.
Yeah.
And you can always trust somebody who portrays a character on stage to be able to portray a character.
Yep.
And with celebrities, I think this is one of the things, again, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, this disconnect that people are feeling from the left. but especially with celebrities, there's been you never know. You know what I mean? Like, you think you buy into the illusion, but then you never know. Like, I have no clue if that was even her idea. I have no clue if she had a publicist.
Yeah, was this a PR stunt? Who knows?
No idea.
What I would love to know is how many of her family members are being deported.
Right.
Like, how many of your family members personally have been attacked? How many people from the Gomez family?
I would imagine zero.
Sure.
Probably none, probably none. But it gives good publicity.
Yes.
And maybe revives an otherwise dying career.
Mm-hmm.
But here, from what I've heard from you guys, is that she already took the post down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. She faced a lot of backlash for it.
Especially in the social media world that we live in now, with celebrities being on the same platforms as civilians.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seemingly it gives the illusion of closing the gap between us and between them. Like, yes, she's in a mansion, but oh man, she's hurting about this, and she's just like me because I'm on Instagram Live, so I'm watching her live. We're connected in this.
Yeah,
it creates this false sense of connection. So she is, from her platform, enacting this influence over her followers. I mean, that's what an influencer does.
I think we're starting to see a decentralizing of authority on the left, and what I mean by that is, on the right, typically, I'm only speaking with what I see. I'm not like a political analyst at all. I'm just from us talking. I typically, you see leaders and authority figures on the right being people in authority, like in politics, in academia. That's what you typically see. It's never that way on the left. It's always celebrities, popularity.
Right.
And so I think what a lot of people saw was, they were seeing this woman that they loved and admired crying for these terrorists, and a lot of them maybe have been the victims of like violent crime, or like maybe if my grandma was assaulted or trafficked by MS-13 members, and I see Selena Gomez crying because they got deported, I'm gonna really lose a lot of faith in not only this woman that I had faith in, but her ideals.
Right,
and I
she
think we're
is
seeing
an
that.
actress.
Yes,
and she has zero, credibility when it comes to speaking on these issues.
Right.
Just because you are an ethnicity does not mean you have the same experiences as people who are struggling.
That's right.
You don't have the experience. You do not. I don't claim to have those experiences myself. But here in this situation, I think it was just a big fat lie.
Oh yeah.
And she was hoping to somehow get a lot of love, and it just backfired.
It backfired bad.
Yes, and I think people need to wake up, and maybe we'll cover that on another show.
Yes.
Where if you are still living in 2024, you need to wake up.
Yes, it's a different world.
Yeah, it's not a hateful world. This is not we don't care about people, or we're no longer caring about the marginal. No, this is a world where we're finally waking up and going, what the heck just happened to our country for the past 4 years?
Right.
Can we go back to normalcy?
We have forgotten 100%. We have forgotten, I think, that bad people come from outside of here. Because for the last 4 years, the only media I ever heard is there are some really terrible, bad people in this world, and they are in power in America.
Right.
You forget that a lot of bad people are coming into America.
That's right.
And I think they're starting to see that now.
Well, just to go back to my stats that Nicole and I have put in our book, that in 2023 to 2024 fiscal year, 18,465 individuals with criminal convictions or warrants were arrested, in just that year, 2023, 2024. 18,465 individuals with criminal convictions or warrants were arrested, with about 248 being known gang members.
Wow.
And 35 of those being MS-13 members. I mean, this is a pretty deadly gang.
That's one of the worst, yeah.
Worst in the world. All right. Some have even killed American citizens since coming into our country. Now, if you think it's just life, okay, no big deal. I mean, people die all the time. It's sad what happened, but no, we have gone so far away from what is normal and expected that we think, hell yeah, American citizen was killed by an illegal immigrant. It's just part of life.
Yeah, we got bigger things to worry about, like gay rights and transgender rights.
Yeah.
Those are the real social issues that we should be focused on.
My question to those people would be like, how would you treat the criminal that broke into your house and killed your children?
Right.
How would you treat them?
What if your daughter
extend the same
was
sympathy?
raped and killed and left on the side in the bushes like that, as it happened? I think it was in Georgia, right? how would that be for you? Right. At that point, you'll be upset.
Right.
But you're so removed from that with your mansions and your money and your bodyguards and your life.
Right.
You're so disconnected from reality. And I think people are starting to see that, and they are seeing the holes in this logic, in this narrative.
I can't remember where I saw it, but I have heard several celebrities in recent years saying things like, in the height of my popularity, this was kind of like after their big heyday, in the height of my popularity, I was 100% disconnected from the world. I was absolutely in an echo chamber. I was absolutely insulated from outside ideals. But yet these are the people that we're looking to tell us how to think and feel about certain issues.
I think I remember us talking about this, Dr. Shah. We talked about this. We didn't have Clearview Today, but we had another podcast that we were doing. We saw glimpses of this in 2020, where celebrities were getting on TikTok, on social media, on Instagram, and saying, "Hey guys, listen, we're all in this together." And there were people, not as many as right now, but there were definitely people who were like, "You are not in this.
You're not in this with me."
Because they did catch them, like candid shots of them partying on the beach, partying in someone's home, and it was like, wait a minute. And then they would come out and pretend like, oh, that didn't happen. And that was just a misunderstanding. Like even the Gavin, Newsom was partying, and at the same time telling everybody in California that, hey, you need to mask up. Mask up. It's the law. You were partying last night.
Wait just a minute.
Nancy Pelosi is out there getting a haircut and all that, no mask on, nothing. Just walking about like wobbling through the.
But it's up to the people of America to come
like,
in
you
this
better.
Yeah, you
remember,
need to do
guys.
This. It's the
we're
law.
all the same. It's like,
where was the law for you?
Yeah, why the heck is Lady Gaga telling me that we're all in this together? Like, you're going to relate to me?
No.
You will never, ever go through my struggles.
Yeah, here's something else about fentanyl. Almost 10,000 pounds of fentanyl was confiscated in 1 year.
10,000 pounds?
10,000 pounds.
Wow.
Which is more than enough to claim the lives of 2 billion people.
Golly.
Oh, man.
Now, that's just on the southwest border. Activities at the northern border has also increased by 716% compared to March of 2021.
They're coming in through Canada too, man?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They got to mix and match.
They knew we would never suspect.
Yeah.
And more than 1,000 Chinese nationals have crossed the northern border every month.
Wow.
More than 1,000 since October of 2023. And these stats were from March of 2024.
That is so unsettling.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Something is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm grateful that President Trump is fulfilling his promise, which is we have to secure our southern border.
I'm glad that he's doing it so quickly.
Yes.
First week in office. Dude, like, I'm not going to lie. Maybe this could be its own show. My man has had a phenomenal first week.
Yeah.
Like, did you see where he went to North Carolina? Like, where he was in Asheville? He was in there. He was like, what do you need? What do you need? And they were telling him, it was like, we need water. We need this. He's like, you're going to have it. Instantly jetted across the country to California. He put a post out last night saying, hey, the water's here. It's flowing. Everybody's got what they need. It's going to... I'm like, dude has had a great first week. He really came in knowing what...
bottom line is he's simply doing his job.
That's right.
Right.
And...
There's nothing new, nothing innovative, nothing like, oh my goodness, he has like brought down gold from Mars or somewhere.
Right.
He has found this previously unknown element from the planet Venus.
Yeah.
And now he's refined it, and it's changed our lives.
He's used it in the space colony arc to create this new otherworldly portal to paradise and brought it here to Earth.
Yeah. He's simply doing his job. He's simply doing what politicians are supposed to do, which is represent the people. Do the job that you've been called to do.
Right.
Yes.
Not hateful. He's not racist. He's none of that. He's just simply doing his job.
And it's funny to see how we react to that when we've had so many examples of that not happening.
We've forgotten what I seriously think we've forgotten what
That's
the president's
100%
supposed
true.
to do.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, we are living in this world where we're so used to, like you said, Ryan, so used to having politicians give us this spin on things and how things are supposed to be and how things are, and so you kind of go like, well, this is life.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's going to happen.
Right.
Nothing changes. So you can put people in office, but that's it.
Yeah. They're just a figurehead. They're not really doing anything. No,
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Yeah, we'll get
This is
there
what it looks
one
like
day.
when they actually do their job.
Any encouragement as we close the show, Dr. Shah? Any encouragement for the days ahead?
Stop listening to fake news. Okay, stop. And I think something interesting is happening in our country.
Oh yeah.
Even fake news is sort of going away.
It feels like it's
What in
starting
the
to
world?
fizzle. It feels like it's just kind of like a balloon, just kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's going on, and I think it's an answer to the prayers of God's people.
Yes.
Where people are waking up. It's like Rip Van Winkle's sleep of 20 years. They're waking up and going, okay, all right. I think life may be going back to normal.
Yeah.
And so if you are living in that old abnormal, life of the past 4 years, wake up.
Yep.
Get with it.
I agree.
That's right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Wake up, see the world that we're living in.
Yeah, it's a funny world we live in. It's a really funny world, and
What's the word?
I
What's
feel
the
like
word?
whatever
What word are you going to drop on us?
No, I'm just making a point. Like I
Sure.
think whatever you do for a living, whether
like
you're
a flamboyant.
firefighter or whether you're a gregarious sort of leader, whether you're a cobbler, whether you're just
Gregarious isn't that unusual for you, but I'm going to go ahead and budge.
it's not gregarious.
He got you out, but I'm still in.
I just think that
took a chance.
whatever you do in this life, you want to do it for God's glory. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And,
Amen.
sometimes it's going to be magnanimous. Sometimes it's not. And you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. We're gonna
Magnanimous?
get that. It was cobbler.
Cobbler?
Yeah. He
Why
gave,
cobbler?
he gave me cobbler. I completely forgot about it till
he
the end.
sits over there and giggles.
He giggles. He thinks
Cobbler?
it's funny. He doesn't think it's fun. He doesn't think that cheating and giving easy words is bad. He thinks it's funny.
Can you?
I need to hop
can
on my
you,
Instagram live and cry about how unfair this is. Cobbler. Wow.
My
Wow.
heart goes out to all the cobblers of the world. I
Sure.
hate to see my people. I just hate to see my people being
the cobblers of
being
ancient
hurt.
Greece.
Let's see if I can-
What is a cobbler?
A cobbler is someone. Oh yes, thank you. A cobbler is someone who makes shoes.
It's
I
also
thought somebody who
delicious
makes
dessert.
like
Desserts.
desserts.
No, unfortunately, I wish.
I would say this to the people: don't think for a single moment that we are heartless people.
That's right.
We actually care. In fact, our church cares a lot about those who are from immigrant backgrounds or Mexico or Mexican background
Yes.
or Spanish, migrant workers. We are very much connected to that. We have a translation. One of our services is translated into Spanish every Sunday.
That's right.
Okay, there's a person who translates
Live.
Yes, live translation.
Yeah, we care. I mean, we are even going to put Spanish lyrics on the screen. I mean, we're doing a lot of things. So this is not about people or racism or any of that. This is about criminals, folks. Wake up. Wake up. This is about criminals and gang members and fentanyl and all this that is going on. Terrorists, known terrorists coming into our country.
Yeah.
It's a very different thing that's
Right.
happening here.
It's a matter of crime and safety.
Right.
That's
This
right.
is a whole different issue.
Make sure you guys join us tomorrow, same time, same station. We're going to be diving into another great topic here on the Clearview Today Show. Thanks again to our sponsors for making today's episode possible. And don't forget that you can support us by subscribing to the show on iTunes if you want to re-listen or share it with a friend. You can always support us financially at clearviewtodayshow.com. John, anything you want to plug?
Yes, absolutely. Want to plug Dr. Shah and Nicole's book, 30 Days of Praying for America. These are daily devotions to heal our nation. This is book 3 in the 30-day series. You can get all 3 copies on Amazon right now. You can also get our original music on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, anywhere that digital music is streamed or sold. And we have a brand new single coming out very, very soon. It's called Great and Awesome. We're going to let you guys know when it's out. We might even play it on the show. Who knows? But in the meantime, you can get all of our original music on all of those music streaming platforms.
That's right. Lots of great content coming your way. Make sure you guys tune in. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow on Clearview Today.